So our topic of discussion today will be on the reproductive health. Well, this will be a general idea. The reproductive health. This entire concept of the reproductive health. What we are going to discuss about, or what we are going to learn about, is a complete idea. Just a total brief idea about the entire thing. So today, that's why I will begin with just a general idea on the total reproductive health of the that one has to maintain during the entire course of life. So see, whenever we talk about the human reproductive health, it actually comprises of this few sector. First, it is the entire sector of the contraceptives, the sector of the diseases, the sexually transmitted diseases, the sector of the artificial reproductive technologies, and also it will encompass the section of the medical termination of pregnancy. See, the situation is such that whenever we talk about reproductive health, it actually is like not only that the entire individual, how the individual should lead the life to have a proper reproductive health, it also draws the attention towards the all these different sectors or all these different processes. See, whenever we talk about reproductive health, definitely there is actually one this sexually transmitted disease or the venereal diseases, they do come into our mind, isn't it? Because we always think about whether there is certain type of reproductive lifestyle that one has to maintain so that they are not getting under contact of any kind of transmissible diseases, isn't it? Say for instance, if the hygiene is not properly maintained, then there is a good chance that the genital region will come under attack of some sort of microorganisms or pathogens which are going to be very much harmful, the cases of the syphilis. Not necessarily it has to come through a sexual means only, because there will be patient zero who will actually contract this particular disease from completely some other means, or there can be fungal infection right there. Candida is a well-known function fungus that actually does affect the venereal region. Then Neisseria which causes the gonorrhea. Then Trypanosoma gambiense. They all are different kinds of pathogens that do attack an individual whenever the reproductive hygiene is not properly maintained for that person. So it is always said that we need to maintain a proper hygiene for this. Then talking about the process, the contraceptives. See, unwanted pregnancies, there are so many cases of it that actually exist in the world, right? Means previously there were people actually used to have unwanted pregnancies, which is a very prominent cases, because during those times there are no means of contraception that actually exist. Unfortunately speaking, in a different way, but we can say that no one can stop the urge of the reproductive life, because it's kind of like a basic instinct for the person, and the only way to prevent it from happening is if one can refrain himself or herself from engaging into that particular thing, or they have to make use of some sort of contraceptive to prevent them from getting prevent any kind of unwanted pregnancies or anything like that. So the natural method that actually exists, it is considered as the most uh, high percentage failure, the one with the high percentage of failure rate, because there is no way to understand. There are definitely this will be elaborated later in a later video, so I'll talk about that during that time. But just for the moment, you know that yes, the unwanted means to prevent from having any pregnancy or anything, or conception of any child, the normal method or the natural method is actually going to be very less effective, because otherwise you have one have seen that the older days people actually have to used to have a large number of offsprings, and it's all because of that reason only. And then the different kinds of barrier that actually exist present day world, they do prevent them, but not necessarily they are effective. Then intrauterine devices are there which will prevent the sperm from moving, or can kill the sperm also. Then pills or any surgical method is also exists, like pills which are having some sort of high amount of hormonal doses which will prevent any kind of implantation or anything. Means even after if the child has been conceived, the child will not be means the person has conceived, then the fetus is not going to grow because there is no chance of implantation or anything. So pills will prevent that from happening, or the permanent method of the surgical removal. So this all these different methods of contraception is actually there to prevent from any kind of unwanted pregnancy in a person. But the flip side of this coin is actually for those people who are some way incapable of giving birth in a natural method. So for those cases, the assisted reproductive technique is actually going to be very much helpful, because the assisted reproductive technique is actually what gives them a chance to have the extend their family, isn't it? Because there are so many methods are there, like in vitro fertilization technique are there, the zift method is there, the gift method is there. There are so many types of method actually does exist, which will assist them, which will help them, the individual, to actually have a child of their own. Because maybe there are some sort of limitation that the person actually is going through, due to which they are incapable of conceiving child. The cases can be even that the maybe the motility to the sperm is not that much fluid enough that it can actually travel through the entire uterine tract and can reach out to the like ovum. It's not possible for that. For those cases, artificial insemination technique is actually applied, or cases can be there, like if the sperm is healthy but still cannot like travel, if something like that, then the like genes can be extracted and can be artificially inseminated with the ovum, and then the ovum will be placed inside me. So there are so many methods that actually exist. It definitely will be elaborated in a later video. Each and every of the technique will be elaborated in a later video. And those cases, the person can actually now conceive a child. Even there are situations where the female cannot bear the child in her own ovum, I'm sorry, in her own uterus or womb. So in those cases, segregate sorry sorry surrogate mother is actually used to like rear the baby inside, to grow the baby inside. And so in those cases, like an alternative method is actually applied, by which their reproductive life is maintained. There are so many ways and so many methods are actually being applied, in which the person now can actually conceive a child in a complete different manner. Don't consider that as shown in the science fiction movies, that there is a complete different chamber in which the baby is growing artificially. There is nothing like that at the moment. Means even that way of rearing or growing a baby is not actually applied. It is still completely organic. It's still completely in vitro type of in vivo type of, I should say, not in vitro. There is no in vitro technique, complete in vitro technique that exists. It is definitely still dependent on the womb of a person to grow them and properly. and and there is also the case of the medical termination of pregnancy that exists for many reasons. Some people, they do have to go through means termination of the pregnancy and has to like abort the entire thing. So if that case, for those cases, there are particular method are there to help in that particular like whatever may be the reason. We cannot like definitely know about it, why the person needs to go. Medical reasons can be there, that somehow the baby is not forming even properly inside, have actually gone like something wrong with the growing fetus or something, can be harmful for the person. Then in those cases, the medical termination of pregnancy is actually utilized, and the pregnancy is terminated. So those cases are also there. So these all entire thing, they do come under the category of the reproductive health or reproductive life of the person. But if you remember, I started the topic with talking about the hygiene, isn't it? And hygiene is actually an important role. And weirdly, hygiene, one, people even don't consider that hygiene is actually important. But we do know, we have seen that people, they are always asked that whenever a lady is actually pregnant, she should actually keep a better hygiene. Now let me show you a little glimpse of why it is necessary. You don't even think that the person should maintain her oral health when she is actually pregnant, because there are 7 times higher risk of preterm birth and low baby birth weight if the periodontal life is like health is not properly maintained. Periodontal means the health of the teeth and the gum, all this region. So if it is not properly maintained, good oral health is not maintained, then actually there is a very high risk that the person may um, have some sort of problem in the birth. This preterm birth means before even proper development, if the early delivery actually takes place, like within the 8th month or post like 7.5 months or something like that, the child is born, then these cases are called actually preterm birth. So those cases are actually quite prominent in those cases where we find that the oral health of the person is not properly maintained. Even like during the pregnancy, in the course of pregnancy, since her body is actually flooded with different kind of different kind of materials waste, because it's not only her own waste but the waste of the baby is also there along with it mix. So body is working overtime, plus along with the same time body is not allowed to fight all the condition, because otherwise the fetus can also come under attack of the immune system of the mother. That's why there is a high chance of the lady can actually have gingivitis, means gum disorder or gum problem, and due to which like there's a high chance of getting those like infection in the gum region. And if that happens, then as I said, the previous condition is also possible, where preterm birth can actually, it may lead to preterm birth and all. And so all these cases, the lady actually has to maintain a proper gum health. Oral health care is actually increased. Even country, they even like foreign country, so they completely take under consideration that during this period of time, whether the lady is maintaining the oral health care or not, or like she has to go through even regular like dentist checkup also for this particular period of time. So many things are there, means even during the course of pregnancy, the lady should not consume alcohol or any such kind of intoxicating agents, or even she is avoided to go from radiation techniques like x-ray, cat scan, all these things, because those things may actually uh, somehow impact the growth of the fetus. Also there is a high risk of increase there, like bone density is actually a factor there, so she has to take a large amount of calcium also during the entire course of time. So it's much suggested that the lady is fed with at least some quantity of milk every single day, because all these things are necessary for maintaining the, I'm sorry, for maintaining a proper health care and all. And this oral hygiene, it's a complete weird. Now we never think like where the pregnancy is happening, her oral hygiene actually is going to play a major role. Even so this all things are actually very much necessary for the lady to for like maintain during the course of her pregnancy. So this all are actually different kind of reproductive health that talks about reproductive health. We will continue with this with in the later videos.